Okay, hi, I'm Kelsi Lewis, and this is a story that my teacher, Mr. Sorenson, has told to me. So, one day, when he was a little boy, his family decided to take him on a fishing trip. And him and all of his brothers and sisters didn't really want to go because they knew that they get seasick easily and that it wouldn't be a good idea. And, when they got on the boat, his dad said that there was no storms coming and that they would just sail away because it was a sailboat. But little did they know there was a little leak coming from their boat, and a huge storm ended up coming, and it whooshed their boat back and forth like the story of Nephi. And he had to pray to make the storm go away, but the storm just wouldn't go away. And they just kept whooshing and whooshing, and his dad went down to see how his kids were doing because they had to try and get all the water out of their boat. But it smelled like vomit, and vomit was everywhere, and it was really gross because it smelled gross, and the kids didn't know what to do. It smelled so gross down there, and they couldn't get the water out in time. They all thought they were going to die, but they lived because they ended up finding another boat to come help them, but the boat didn't survive too well. And yeah, but he has a lot of other funny stories. And here's another one. His mom had just gotten a new car, and it was like a really nice car too. And he was about 30-something, I think. And he went over to fix it up for her. And his mom was like, okay, we're going to test it out for a minute. They started the car, but his mom didn't know he was on the back of it still. And she like totally stepped on the pedal and just went for it. And it was like more than 100 miles per hour. And he was just flying back there. His knees were getting all scraped up, and he's like, Mom! 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 I'm on the back! And his mom didn't know what was going on. She couldn't see him, and his dad, finally this little girl sees him, and she finally rides her bike and tells his mom that he's on the back. But he ended up with all these bruises and everything, and it was just so funny because his mom, she didn't know, and he just was like, I'm on the back, I'm on the back, I'm on the back. And she just was so stupid not to look back in her mirror. Okay, and then the other day he showed us a video that he had to submit into his class for 2007 to show teachers what they were doing wrong. Well, he couldn't take it seriously, so he decided to make a fun video of their own. And he like flipped out at all the students, and all the students had to give them feedback, but it was just a fake video, but we didn't know that. And so we were sitting there watching it, and this girl comes up to show him where the moho was for the Earth's surface stuff. And he's like, and so she pointed, and then they went to a map. And he's like, okay, where's the hottest body of layer? And she's like, I don't know, over here somewhere. And he's like, you don't know? Well, you should know something about hot bodies, don't you? And she found that really creepy, and so did we. And he ended up getting mad at all the students, so he took a projector and threw it on the ground like 4 times. And he just kind of had a freak out. And all the teachers said that he was really aggressive and just was not a very good teacher. That was somewhat years ago, and he's still there. But he's really not aggressive. He was just making fun of it. And all the kids say that he's like the best teacher, because he is. 1 more minute. Okay, well, and then I can tell a story of my own now. The other day I was walking out to my peer tutoring class, and I was kind of walking slow. I got out on the 8th grade bell, and I'm sitting there walking really, really slow, and my friend comes up to me, and I start talking to her a little bit. And we're walking, she's like, there's a pole there. I'm like, what? There's a pole right there. No, there's not. There's a pole right there in front of you. No, there's not. I ran into a pole. It really hurt. And so my friend told me I was stupid for thinking that. And then one time I was watering my mom and my dad's plants. One was on their DVR, and it looked really real to me. I ended up watering it, and it was fake. I didn't know that. And the water seeped through on their DVR. It didn't break though. Okay, that's my story. Bye.